All right. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going, everyone? Episode 16. This is number 16. That's 4 months of doing this recording podcast. Can you guys believe that? Did we
Pretty
skip a
crazy.
week? I feel like we skipped a week here.
Definitely skipped a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Roger, amazing background. Where are you located? Are you on the edge of eternity?
I'm on the mushroom planet, dude.
The
It's great.
mushroom planet? Yeah. And Jared, good. Thanks for joining this week. All right. So, a lot of stuff going on in Magic. Did you hear the breaking news from this guy, Yugi Games? I don't know if you've heard of him, but he broke the bombshell news that there's a holiday release for Final Fantasy confirming.
Oh,
Yes, you
how
guys
much is
should.
that gonna?
Yeah, you guys should give that guy a subscribe to that guy. He knows what he's talking about. But
I
so,
believe it.
what do you guys think is gonna be this holiday release? What do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be a collector box? Do you think it's gonna be some scene box, or do you think it's gonna be some bundle thing,
At least one of them is gonna be tactics. One of them gonna be tactics.
or is it gonna be a secret lair? Tactics is releasing. When is it coming out?
Wait, they've officially said something about tactics.
It's like they're like remaking it again for
They're making.
PS5. Like the
Oh,
same
okay.
game. It's like the same game.
But the first one or advanced or the first one? Do you know?
Oh, I didn't know there was an advance, so I think
Yeah,
it's just the
advanced
first
was
one.
the one that was only on like DS, and then there was the original that was on PlayStation.
I think just the original one.
Oh,
Or
okay,
maybe it's both. I don't know.
which, hey man, if they put that, I would love if they actually put that on like on the Switch or something like that. I'd play that.
Switch 2, maybe. Yeah. Do you have Switch 2?
Yeah. No, I don't have Switch 2. But I mean, I don't know. It's an old game. Why wouldn't they? If they're just remastering something, why can't it just be on Switch too? Like
I don't know. Here, let me look it
on
up.
the Switch.
Let me look it up. Final, was it Final
Because I
Fantasy
admittedly,
Tactics
thanks to
Studio?
this is showing how all this cross IP stuff works. I did end up buying Final Fantasy VI on the Switch because I wanted to start playing it.
Okay, so here it is, press release from Square Enix. It's called Final Fantasy
Okay.
Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, enhanced version of it coming to all platforms this September
Okay.
30th. So that would align with the holiday release. Okay,
Interesting. Okay.
they announced
And
this June 4th. So
it's the original. Because
yeah,
like looking at the pictures.
it's gonna come launch on Switch. Oh, Switch, normal Switch, Switch 2, and Switch, and PS5, PS4,
Sweet.
Xbox, and Steam
Oh
Deck.
great! I'm buying that. I'm
So
buying it.
it's. I mean, I don't see what. I mean, what was this? It's. They're just re-releasing the game on the new platforms, right? That's it.
Yeah, and maybe some like sometimes they do little like it's touched up a little bit, and sometimes there's like some like
Oh,
menuing changes and stuff that they do.
it will include both enhanced and classic versions of the game. Oh yeah, I heard about this. Like, look, the enhanced version features modern upgrades and quality of life changes, including fully voiced characters. So they did voiceovers for everyone.
Oh, that's
A
cool.
ground-up graphical overhaul, so better graphics, and an updated user interface that makes tactics the perfect entry point for blah 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 blah. And you can also play the classic boring version of it as well. Oh, I heard that they made like the game a little faster by removing something that was like a lot slower back then.
Well, there's part
Oh,
of the game gen or something.
many new features have been added to make the game even more approachable, including the ability to confirm unit turn order with the press of a button, scout the battlefield from afar with the tactical view feature, speed up battles. Here we go, speed up battles with fast forward. I don't know what that just maybe everyone moves really fast. Auto save during you're on mute, Jared.
Me and our friend Max have been replaying Monster Rancher, and that's also got a speed up thing where you literally just play the game at 2 times because some of the old animations and stuff just take
And you
freaking
can't
forever.
skip it.
Yeah. So, and I wouldn't doubt maybe they'll throw in some skip functions or something too. Like, wouldn't it be great if you replayed Final Fantasy VII and you could skip Knights of the Round? Well, after that first time you watched it, you don't need to watch it
Excuse me.
anymore.
It's Knights of Round.
Of Round, excuse me.
Yeah, get
Um,
it together.
but yeah, it's like a lot of these just have like sometimes like even maybe the way like the speed that the letters scroll across the screen when it's like when you're reading text, like even when you like press like X over and over again to skip stuff, it's still like monumentally slow. So having 2 times speed to just have that run really
Yeah.
fast is just helpful.
And oh look, see, you can see the turn order right here in this photo. It's kind of
Okay.
small, but they just have all the character turns. Because I feel like before you had to like open some menu to look at the
I
turn
see.
orders.
Maybe,
So
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like enhanced, yeah. Well, that's cool. Looking at this picture really brings back memories, and
It
like
really does.
I want to get this for Steam. I want to get a
Hmm.
Steam Deck really badly. But anyway, all right. So hey, who knows? They might just it might just be like a secret lair, like a Final Fantasy Tactics secret lair.
Yeah, and it might be like reskinning of some stuff, but just in tactics form, which would be kind of cool.
Well, if that's the case, they could do what they did with Lord of the Rings, which was they call it a special edition collector booster, and it was
Okay.
literally just all the same cards, the exact same cards from the set, and they did have different like showcase scrolls, is what
Oh
they
yeah,
called it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Borderless showcase scrolls. They had different serialized cards, which were in poster version, and then
With like
they
the super expensive Sauron, right? Was in that one.
yeah, and the One
Yeah,
Ring.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
And they had surge foils, which they did not have surge foils in the original Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I still haven't seen a surge foil card yet. I don't have one.
They're probably really cool.
You know what they should do, because this was the way me and Eugene used to play that game, is they
Two
should have made
players
it on. They should have made it online and made it 2 player, so you can take turns. That was the way to play that game.
back
And
then. Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Damn, brings back memories. All right, I want to talk about. So I want to talk about just to give a quick update on Sonic. And then we're going to go into the meat of our discussion, which is basically set standard rotation, which is happening, I think, this weekend or next week with the release of Edge of Eternities. And you know, how's that going to shake up the meta and how will card prices change because of that? So, Sonic, has it been 2 weeks since the release? 1 week, right? It was last Monday. I think it was last Monday. It's still available. Yeah, it was last Monday.
friend
The
and foes one.
friends and foes,
Oh,
yep. So
that's
that
interesting.
has really just been I can't even fathom how many of these they printed.
Hmm.
Because I don't
For
think the
sure.
demand is low. I mean, sure, it's not Final Fantasy demand. I'm actually surprised it's still here because maybe the demand isn't that high. Like I actually I can't believe that they printed so much that they can't sell out, right? And it's been a
Yeah.
week, which just seems like a really long time. But it's still available, both foil and non-foil. A bunch of people have received theirs. I got mine. Did you get yours?
I have not got mine yet. Supposed to come today.
Did you get like an email saying like, "Oh, it's Sonic, so we're gonna go fast and we're gonna ship it out fast"?
You know, I don't. I might have, but I think I just looked at the subject line and didn't look at
Ah,
the
okay,
email.
yeah, I got that email. It was interesting. Yeah, so there it is. You hear about the Chaos Emeralds? These are the listings.
I heard it from this guy UG Games.
Yeah, yeah, that guy's pretty cool. He keeps everyone up to date on all the stuff that's going on. Definitely should check him out and subscribe to him. But yeah, me too. I heard from him too. And see, look there. So basically, they're going for around like a little over $300 each. So I hope you get.
They're Lotus petals,
They're
right?
all Lotus petals. Yeah, they look really
Yeah, so
cool
I mean, they're cool looking, but the fact that they made it a Lotus petal is what's also making it go up too.
because it's a good card and people
Good
play it.
card and a decent value card. It might be reserve list. Lotus petal? No,
No,
it
they would
can't
not
be. It
have
can't
printed
be.
it.
It wouldn't have been printed. Yeah, yeah, never mind.
Let's
But
see.
it's
Oops, petal.
it's in that era where that's from Tempest, I think. Uh, so cards from
They've
that.
only reprinted it a trillion times, but let's see. Tempest. It's like $25.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. So, but like the original, so the
Well,
original one's worth
moderately
a lot.
played is like $18. That's Tempest.
Oh, what's that? 45. They've I guess they. Oh, that's Lotus
Cal-
Blossom though.
well,
That's
this
not petal.
is Kaladesh Masterpiece.
Oh yeah, but I was looking at the one that was a quarter. That wasn't a petal.
Oh, Lotus Blossom
Blossom. Yeah,
it's
that's the
45
Urza
cent
Saga
card.
one. That one's not good. It takes a long time to work.
Yeah, so
So yeah, they reprinted it
Okay, so they
in
have I don't,
from the vault.
what's from the vault?
That's like it was a special like in-store thing you could buy where it came with like a set couple of cards. And it was a series from the Vault Dragons, from the Vault Angels, from the Vault Demons, from the Vault just different little themes that they had. But a lot of times those are impossible to find because everybody bought them out immediately. So a lot
Where
of
have we seen that happen before?
yeah, and that was like those are old. Those aren't those yeah those were an old thing that they stopped doing a while ago.
And then we have the Kaladesh Masterpiece, which, that's not relevant because there probably were so few of them that it's not going to make any difference. The list reprints, Tempest.
And-
I guess they had a promo at some point somewhere given out.
okay, interesting.
And then Mystery Booster 2. That's it.
Okay, and yeah, that
And
one
now
doesn't count
Sonic.
either. Those the Mystery Booster shoes only technically only like that the cons or you have to buy it. Like
Festival in a Box.
yeah, it's on the
Boom.
box. Yeah, boom, boom. And probably well, it
And
says it's a
Sonic.
common.
Chaos Emerald. Yeah, they're all going for about 300, and this one,
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the white one. Doesn't really show, but oh, this is ridiculous. TCG player sometimes is weird. Anyway, it's really expensive. Let me know if you get one. All right, let's talk about standards. So, Edge of Eternities pre-release this Friday or this weekend, releases next week, and right here, these sets are legal until next Tuesday, July 29th. So, what are leaving next Tuesday is Dominaria United, Brothers War, Phyrexia All Will Be One, March of the Machine, and March of the Machine Aftermath. If you could even believe that was part of standard, which I did not even know. So a lot of relevant cards, right? So I think Fairy Mastermind is Fairy Mastermind in March of the Machine. I think it is. It is.
I'll double check real quick.
Yeah, Fair Mastermind was a powerful card.
It is. Yeah, you got it. March of the Machine. Yes, March of the Machine.
So that is going to be gone. Look, the price of that has already been dropping. So all of the cards are going to be dropping in price now because this is rotating out.
Sunfall was also part of March of the Machine.
Yeah, but people kind of stopped playing Sunfall.
I haven't seen it as much. Lately,
People play
but, I mean,
Ultima from Final Fantasy because it destroys artifacts. It destroys Corey Steelcutter, which is not part of the game anymore, but it destroys Agatha's Soul Cauldron, which is now the next thing to be banned. Let's just take a look at some of the meta decks and see what's leaving and what's not. All right, so most recent, this is a MTGO challenge. Golgari Roots took it down. You guys know about the Golgari Roots deck? Oh, look, Agatha Soul Cauldron. This card is getting banned. Okay, I don't know when. Whenever the next banning is, this card will get banned. No way this card stays. It goes in every deck. Yeah, it's too good.
Because even just as a simple counter against graveyard decks, right?
Yeah, it does everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so one big thing is Shodra's leaving. Shodra the Apocalypse.
That's good.
So that card's probably going down, right?
Sick of that card.
Of course, yeah, it'll still be played in Modern. But so this. Have you played against this deck? It's really annoying.
I haven't played Standard in the last couple weeks.
Haywire Might is leaving. Not that important. Essentially this deck, is just you fill your graveyard, and then you have Insidious Roots. Do you know what that does? That whenever a creature leaves your graveyard, so you have things like this thing that brings something back from your graveyard that will trigger Insidious Roots.
That detective maybe.
You have Molt Tender, which you exile a card from your graveyard to add a mana. So you exile a creature and then you trigger. Overlord of the Baelmerk puts things in your graveyard, then takes something out of your graveyard. Triggers the roots. This Maverick thing, you just tap one, exile it, and then it removes itself. Town Greeter. This will not trigger the roots because it has to be a creature that leaves. This thing just puts stuff in your graveyard and then you get a land back. Scavenging Ooze, you can remove stuff in your graveyard. This squirrel, tap him. You can cast stuff from your graveyard, and then Soul Cauldron removes things from your graveyard or the opponent's graveyard. Yeah, so it's and then Tyvar. This is the thing. This is the card that like really makes it, right? So your activated abilities basically have haste, so that makes this guy have haste with his activated ability. Um,
Also,
Llanowar
the
elves.
Insidious tokens could produce mana right away.
Oh yeah,
All the
and all of these
plants.
tokens,
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
So it just goes on and on and on, and the planeswalker, he lets you untap a creature to tap that thing again, or lets you mill stuff and then bring a creature into the battlefield, which then triggers the roots again and just keeps going on forever. It's very annoying to play against. The turns
Yeah.
last forever.
I could see
People are
that.
saying the deck might die because Tyvar is leaving, because that's just one of the biggest pieces of this combo.
Ah
You see it
yes, thank
Interesting.
goodness. So screw this
So
deck.
I was gonna say like him being such a crux of it, and there's please playing 4 copies. The card's only worth $2, but it's because everybody knows he's leaving.
He's leaving. Yep. Okay. So Voldarian Thrillseeker's leaving, but I don't think it's. So this is the Is It Prowess deck, right? The VV Agatha Soul Cauldron deck. I don't think this card is that crucial. So I think this deck will certainly will survive after the Voldarian.
What? And did they use that to toss VV?
Just toss anything, because once
Yeah.
it's in your graveyard, anything you have with a +1/+1 counter can be sacked for 1 mana to just fling them.
Oh, with the Soul Cauldron.
Soul Cauldron,
Oh Lord. Oh man, that Soul Cauldron. All right.
Oh yeah, Soul Cauldron's got to go. VV, you got the Soul Cauldron. So yeah, the only thing leaving from this deck is this Thrill Seeker, and I don't think it's that crucial. Yeah, this deck is gonna be. This is gonna be basically the deck that ruins the meta.
Standard.
And it's gonna be 8 out of 8 decks in standard at the tournaments or some ridiculous thing like that.
Is there still a viable red deck wins type thing?
No, it's just yeah, there is not that I'm aware of.
Interesting. Okay.
And
wait, where's Drake Hatcher?
It's gone. Drake Hatcher, your Drake Hatcher is gone. I'm sorry. It had its moment in the spotlight, but it's been replaced by my boy FOMO. There we go. Much better card than Drake Hatcher. Let's be real.
FOMO is very good. I have FOMO that I didn't buy a couple of copies of that card.
Hey, I actually think VV could be in consideration to be banned, because if you think about it like this, right? Basically, as long as VV is standard legal, or any red or blue cantrip or low cost spell, non-creature spell, or any 0 mana artifacts or low casting artifacts, like, they have to be really careful with what they print as long as VV's in standard, because any of those cards is just going to make this deck stronger.
Yep, for sure. And there's already plenty of tools for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I just don't see how VV's going to be in. Let's check the what's in standard page. When does Final Fantasy leave? Final Fantasy doesn't leave until 2028. So that means we have all of 26, all of 27, at least 2.5 more years of Final Fantasy VV being in there. So they're going to have to ban VV at some point. Wilds of Eldraine will leave beginning of 27. So we just have the remainder of this year plus all of next year before Wilds of Eldraine rotates out. But I don't think we can have Agatha's Soul Cauldron running amok for the next year and a half.
So for this deck in particular, let's look at the lands, because we lose the pain lands. There's not going to be a printing of shock lands for the red.
We're losing this because it's in Dominaria, right? Shivan Reef?
Yep. Isn't Shivan?
Interesting.
And then you keep the fast lands, which are those.
The Spire Bluff Canal? This?
Yeah.
Because it's OTJ, right?
Yeah, but we're not getting any of the shock lands. So with these 4 lands down, I'm wondering, we're going to see other decks rise, I think, because part of standard is fluid mana. And to get that going, because VV, to put it on turn 3, you need both of your color mana. So that might be enough of a hindrance to where we might see new decks popping up and its dominance not be as great, but I'm not really sure how much it will affect it.
You make a good point. They're not printing the blue-red shockland. Oh, here's a good take. Here's my newest take. Starting town. That is gonna be replacing any of those Painlands.
Yeah. I mean, it's already worth a ton.
Like Shivan Reef. It's basically gonna replace all of these lands that are leaving Starting Town.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised these decks aren't running Starting Town.
I just think there's no need because it has that downside if it's like turn 4 or something that you can't come and play tapped. So, but once they lose the Shivan Reef, what are you gonna replace it with? You're gonna put Starting Town in, right?
Yeah, probably.
I wonder if turn 1 matters a lot. Like, what Starting Town is what's the drawback on Starting Town?
If you get it turn 4 or later, it's tapped.
Yeah, so turn 1, 2, 3, your turn 1, 2, 3, it's untapped. And then it pings you, but so do these lands.
Very interesting. I don't know. That's it's interesting because like VV gives you mana, right? So as long as you get her down on turn 3, it might not matter, you know.
I mean, to be honest, even looking at that land base, if they lose Shivan Reef and just had to replace it with 2 islands and 2 mountains, that's still like a reliable land base.
They're gonna replace it with like 3 starting towns and like 1 mountain or something.
Yeah. Sting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
this. And they're already playing Kalila's land. Like, how reliable is their freaking land base already? They're playing being able to play Soulstone Sanctuary in a 2-color deck.
Yeah, and
if it's
you know what's interesting is they're not even running stock up. This Winter Night Stories, draw 3, discard 2, and has Harmonize has.
You know, they were Roger. Did you talk about that card? There was a lot of people talking about
Roger, man. That guy. All right, yeah. But wait, stock up? What happened? Like, and then we were talking about it being replaced by the new card in Edge of Eternities.
Chart of Course, right? Or that one's gonna get played.
One's getting played. Oh yeah, I'm looking at lands. Yeah, it seems. The more I thought about it, so it's like it's basically a stock up, but instant speed and cost 1 more mana. I think it's gonna replace stock up most of the time.
Consult the star charts.
There it is. So anyway, I still think this deck is gonna run rampant. It's probably gonna get even stronger. Like, the only thing it's losing is Shivan Reef, which Starting Town does most of what that does, and the Vodaran Thrill Seeker. I think they can replace that. Okay, so that deck, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, still alive and well. Now, Dimir, a lot of people were saying like the Dimir deck, because I don't think it's losing anything other than it's losing Sheoldred, but not all of them play the Sheoldred, and it's losing the Fairy Mastermind, which they've already cut from like 4 to 2, and I think they can just cut that out as well. So they're gonna be running the Enduring Curiosity, Deep Cavern Bat, Floodpits Drowner, Spyglass Siren, Tishana's Tidebinder.
Cut down. I'm looking at this play, like, I wonder if they would.
Losing Annoying with Affliction, but there's only one of anyway.
If they're losing Sheoldred, I'm the one I was just kind of curious in my mind right now is that they would try to play that. I can't remember her name. The Squire character from Edge of Eternity, Roger. Kalia, or sorry, not Kalia. 3 to cast like Sword. Kalia, yeah. I'm wondering if they would decide to play like if they're losing Fairy Mastermind. They've already got the Deep Cavern Bat, and they have some life gain synergy.
Wait, this is a white card. We're talking about Dimir.
Dimir. Sorry, I was thinking it was black-white. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, it's Dimir. Well, do you think there's going to be a new black-white deck? Because think about Ketramos. Roger, you talked about Ketramos, right? And Warp.
Yeah. I think that like a new Ketramos deck or like a life gain deck in Orzhov is going to be really viable.
Orzhov has really powerful life gain cards in Standard right now.
and they're gaining the Shockland, so their mana is going to be more
Godless Shrine. And Halia, right? Is Halia playable? Let's see. 3 mana, 3/3. So when Halia enters, you gain a life.
Yep. And then when you gain 3 life or more at the end of turn, you draw a card. She's such a good value engine. And if your deck wants to gain life anyway, she's just really good.
Does Ketramos gain you a life or lose you a life? It loses you a life.
Loses you life to draw cards.
Yeah, it's more for the warp mechanic. For when it leaves when something goes into exile, you draw, which is going to be really, really great. I think that There was a really
We're back.
good Orzhov life gain deck in the bats from Bloomburrow, and we might see something of that sort come up, which would be really cool to see because those decks are really awesome.
Interesting. So we're gonna see a Orzhov come, and you think it's gonna be like an Orzhov life gain? Jared, what about that one card you like, which has like ward,
Amalia?
pay 3 life, and
Yeah, what
explode?
Malia?
Is that
Amalia.
standard legal?
Yeah, she's Exelon. Yeah, and
Amalia.
yeah, I mean, she was. Well, no, she didn't. She had a deck that got banned because of the interaction with the green card. But she was a pretty popular card to play for a little while. But I thought, I mean, she's that's an Orzhov deck. And there's all the bat stuff from Bloomburrow, which works really great too. There's been and Foundations has a life gain cards and stuff in it too. Has that vampire that's got the tainted blood or whatever effect, the one where you gain life and your opponent loses, or vice versa.
Oh, Tarkir Dragonstorm has that vampire. It's got the thing that like you could exile it and then put a flying death touch lifelink counter on something, Carsey Revenant or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good
and then
card.
wait a minute, and freaking Murders has the freaking vampire. When you lose a creep, crap. What does it do? The really expensive vampire from Murders. Hold on.
You're talking about Valgavoth?
No, the one that's got ward sack a creature, and with like when your opponent's
Vein Ripper.
Vein Ripper, yeah.
You can't. Vein Ripper's not. You had the only time Vein Ripper was playable is when you could like cheat it out with Sorin.
Okay, but the thing is, whenever a creature does 2 life and you gain 2, so it's got life gain synergy. The way that I play Amalia, it's tricky. I'm talking about it in a commander or brawl sense, so you always have Amalia. But the way that I would play her is you gain life and you explore, and it's an animate deck. And I actually, whenever I see creatures, I dump them, and then I draw the lands, and she just sets it up so that I'm always drawing my non-creatures. And so it helps you draw into animate spells. So if you play 4 Vein Rippers and you have some like zombifies and stuff in your deck, you can get them out.
Interesting.
But I don't know how viable that is. You know, and interesting when you like a life gain synergy deck too. It helps you. It gives you a buffer against really aggro decks, right? Because you're gaining life and they can't knock you out really fast. But I haven't tried. I mean, maybe the next week I'll try building it. Let's see what happens. But when I got really excited about her, and I think I tried to make her work in standard, and it doesn't work as good when you don't always have her like you would in a commander.
Well, I mean, if you have 4 of, you'll get it.
You just have to mulligan for her, right?
No, I mean, you'll get her very often.
Yeah. So you need to have a little bit of
can't just be built. Yeah, you need like other win cons.
Yeah. So you need to have a couple of other things that synergize to make it all work.
Interesting.
But either way, there is a ton of life gain synergy and good life gain cards in right now. But we'll see how good it works.
I never really got there. Because how can you beat? Well, you know, White has Rest in Peace, which is like the best way to stop all these graveyard decks. Like that kind of ruins any deck that uses Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
But there's just not enough. Is there just not enough of a white deck that can defeat?
Well, okay, so here, Azorius Control. So this is another deck that has white that does okay.
Does it have Rest in Peace? It does have Rest in Peace in sideboard.
Yeah, in the sideboard. Yeah, you got to run the Rest in Peace. So what is this control deck losing? Not much.
It's losing. Post rotation, it's gonna have no fast lands and no shock lands. So the Azorius colors are gonna have probably the weakest mana base.
Oh, it's losing temporary lockdown, but there's that card that's like kind of does what it does. Wait, okay, hold up. You're saying it's losing
artifact, right?
It's losing what?
The fast lands, and then it's not getting any shock lands. And
it's losing the fast lands, the Sea Chrome Coast.
Yeah, the fast land, the one that's like if it enters tapped unless you have like 2 or less lands or whatever, the
What
fast land.
set is Seachrome Coast in?
I'm looking that up right now too.
Is Dominaria?
Can't remember.
Phyrexia will be one.
Interesting.
You're right.
So this color combination is gonna get hit hard on their mana base.
Oh, but no, don't worry. You got starting town. It only
Yeah,
runs
so it's
one
also
at a
losing
Dark
pain.
Heart Waste, though. It only runs one.
It had 4 sea chrome, Adder Card's waste, and it's not getting any shock lands, so it's not gonna have any additional lands coming in to help.
No,
it.
okay, so you lose. So like for this deck, this version, they have 5 lands that are leaving. You just put in 4 starting towns and like 1 island, and you're good.
You can put 4 tap lands in there. That's cool.
No, it's only tapped if it's turned. Yeah, that's the thing, right? This deck is kind of slow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you want your 4 and 5s.
I mean, they're
Right?
they're already playing the fast ones, though. They obviously didn't mind it very much.
Right, the Seachrome Coast comes into play tapped. You know, on the same.
Yeah.
It'll come into play tapped the same time starting town would come into play tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see. I guess it's gonna be interesting to see because you would need some life gain, right? Because that thing's also pinging you.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? There's plenty of life.
Like,
Hey, starting town, guys. Spec right here. Let's take a look because I'm
It's
thinking.
already worth a. It's already worth a lot.
Okay, because here's what I'm thinking, right? Like every deck, every single standard deck is gonna run 3 or 4 of. It's only $13.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's on the rise.
Yeah. It was higher for a minute. Was it? Was it?
It was like
higher?
$8 a
Okay.
couple weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, I had reached almost like 19,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
I think this is gonna go up. I think this is gonna go to 22, 25. It's just
Yeah.
it's just gonna have
everybody realize what Roger's pointing out. Like, oh, my deck just lost some of its best lands. But hey, let me go for this.
Yeah,
and
it
it
does the
doesn't have
job.
to hurt you. It adds a colorless, which is nice.
Yeah. So you don't have to take the damage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does literally what the pain lands do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
And
good.
actually, you know what? It can set up a splash too if you needed to splash a color.
Yeah, third color. Interesting. So mono green.
Very good card.
All right, one last deck to talk about. Mono green. Now I
Is
haven't.
it Tifa? Is it Tifa?
Yeah, it's the Tifa deck.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, mono green is getting that thing that makes your things can't be countered.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Is
crazy.
that what you just passed it? You passed
Well,
it.
it's
You
also
passed
getting
it.
this. You may play
Yeah.
additional land and play lands from your graveyard.
That one's. I mean, for a Tifa deck, that's slow though. It's a later game card. But
True.
I haven't played against the Tifa deck though, so I don't know.
What about this one? Whenever a land enters, double the power of target creature you control.
Yeah, exactly. I was noticing that too. That's literally just a backup Tifa.
It has warp.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Well, but it has that thing that makes it so your creatures can't be countered. You know what I'm talking about? Right here, frenzied
Yeah,
Bailoff.
right. Yeah.
Andy Bailoff. This guy's crazy, dude.
He has haste.
Yeah. Combat damage
I'm a-
can't be prevented.
Is
I
that
don't know how
viable at
relevant.
all? Yeah, I was gonna say. Sometimes there's some cards you don't think about that actually do work off prevention though. But I
This
can't think of
is
one off the top of my
this
head.
is a good card. I mean, maybe it's a sideboard card because maybe you don't run it unless you're playing against blue for against counter spells.
It's a good card though.
It's a good card. It's definitely going to mono green. So this deck is not losing anything, right? Oh, they've been putting Saz Catsroy on there. What set is Spring Bloom? No, that's in Foundations. Snakeskin Veil, Royal Treatment, Bushwhack. It doesn't even right. It doesn't even have.
Bushwhack.
What was that?
They're losing Bushwhack.
Be right back.
No, I think is it in Foundations?
Oh, is it? Ooh, if I got a reprint, that's dope.
Hold on, let me see. Bushwhack. Why is my internet so slow?
All good.
Yep,
Foundations,
Foundations,
sorry.
yeah. So it's gonna be there forever. But it is losing Fabled Passage.
Oh, are we losing Feywild? It didn't also get.
Oh, is it in Foundations?
I think it got printed in Foundations.
Oh, well, then we're not losing that. So, okay, so literally nothing is leaving this deck.
Literally nothing.
Right? Because it doesn't have any of those lands. Okay, Ren and Realmbreaker, but who cares? It was in the sideboard anyway.
Yeah.
Nissa, but this is all sideboard stuff.
That is sideboard stuff. Although Nissa did win some great matches against control players, dude. That card just wrecks if it just stays on the battlefield.
So is Fabled Passage in Foundations?
Let's see.
Oh, no, it's in Bloomburrow.
Bloomburrow. Nice. Well, that's good.
Wait. Yeah, it's in Bloomburrow. Yeah. I forgot they printed it in Bloomburrow.
Promo Thrones of Eldraine. Yep,
It's right here.
Bloomburrow.
Yeah, Bloomburrow.
The most recent. Interesting.
So, I mean, okay, so it's not really losing anything. It's still going to be around. Really have to see. Because I don't know how much of an impact any of these Edge of Eternities cards are going to have on the deck and all the other decks. So, but it is a deck to watch because nothing is leaving. It doesn't really need any lands.
There's no fetches. They didn't print any fetchy type stuff in.
No,
in
but
Edge,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah.
Fable Passage is sticking around because it's in Bloomburrow.
Yeah.
I want to see how Warp changes our format and just kind of introduces something new to the game that really wasn't there before. So if you think about mono green, right? Mono green Stompy is normally like you put all your creatures down. If someone wipes the board, it's very hard to like rebuild once the control player gets going on their control plan. But with these warp cards, you could do the thing. You'll have creatures off on the side, and if they go to wipe board, you can then rebuild your board very, very more efficiently than you would otherwise. So it's going to be so interesting to see how these warp mechanics play out, and how good board wipes will be in the future. Not certain about that.
What about? Why is nobody talking about? Wait, what about Lander tokens?
Yeah, I mean they work really good in landfall decks.
With the
But
Tifa deck.
Yeah. So there's a couple of interesting ones, but I none of them that work at the speed that the Tifa deck needs. But they would give Tifa some redundancy. Is what's nice.
What's the best lander toker maker? Because you're still spending 2 mana to tap it, and the land comes into play tapped.
You know what's an interesting one is I think it's called Dauntless Scrapbot. I think that one's a 3 to cast artifact. It exiles all your opponent's graveyards, and then you get a land. That one's interesting.
Is that
could be
uncommon?
interesting. Yeah, I think it's a common or uncommon.
Oh yeah. So it's 3 mana. When it enters, exile each opponent's graveyard, create land. Whoa! This card is gonna be played.
At least maybe a sideboard card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good sideboard card. And it goes in every single deck. All right, I'm calling it now. Dauntless Scrapbot. $3 to $5 uncommon.
Interesting.
Maybe because it's a sideboard card. $2 to $3 uncommon.
It's playable on Commander too. I want one for
$3 to
one of my Commander
$5.
decks.
$3 to $5 uncommon right here. Dauntless Scrapbot.
Because they also made sure to say X out each opponent.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a very playable.
Dude, this is a good card. And it's colorless, so it's gonna go in every single deck.
Well, my only thing about this one is that it's not instant speed, and the existence of Cauldron, it probably doesn't fit that slot because that 2 mana. I don't know. It's very interesting. It is a cool card.
You're right. I still think it's gonna be playable. Why is nobody talking about the spacecrafts? What about this?
They're too slow in standard. In standard at least.
You mean you don't want to spend 3 mana? Oh look at this one. When it enters, you sack a land and you get 2 basic lands and put it on the battlefield.
Or in the second land or a lander.
Yeah, there it is.
But isn't that isn't there the wagon, the world wagon?
But that just like it's 3 mana and then you get to put a land into play, right?
Yeah.
But this one puts 2 lands into play, triggering Tifa twice.
True. Very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just I just want this mono green deck to work.
I think everyone's been wanting a big mono green deck for a while. It's such a cool concept. It just always peters out.
Yeah. Yeah. Boros tokens. I think this is losing a bunch of stuff.
It's
Uh,
losing the Knight of Errant of Eos, which is
and
their like
this
power,
and the reinforcements.
and the Gleeful Demolition. That was the thing that really
Yeah,
made the
so
deck.
that's like every piece of this deck. So, I saw a version of this deck running that that doll from Duskmorn,
Arabella.
Arabella. Yeah,
Well, I think the cool thing is that it's the color combination that keeps its fast lands, but it's also going to gain shock lands,
Hmm.
which means it's going to have a good mana base. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like a brewer out there that makes something really cool with tokens, because we do have mobilize as a token mechanic, and red and white are really great in that. There is the frontline rush that's in the deck already that's really good. So we do have really good pieces. I don't know how we're going to get there yet, but hopefully maybe not in this next set, but maybe the following set, the Spider-Man set, we see something really happen, something like really cook. But I'm really looking towards the decks that are gonna get the addition of the shocklands, and they're gonna keep their fast lands. So another color combination is the blue green decks. I always forget what that's called.
uh,
Simic.
Simic. Yeah, what? But there aren't any Simic competitive decks right now.
Yeah, there aren't any right now, but man, if Simic has the good mana base, there might be,
Hmm.
which is really nice. So,
Interesting.
yeah, it's always a thing about like the mana base can set uh, a standard, unless you have a mono color standard, like mono red, then you're kind of you're kind of out of it.
Anyway, really interesting. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see this weekend. Edge of Eternities comes out. Rotations next Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing what's gonna be the big change in standard. My last thing before we go, my Kona deck is losing. What's that 9 mana?
Atraxa,
Oh man,
Atraxa,
Traxa, and
you're losing
also the
Atraxa
nine
too.
mana artifact that like makes the opponent sack 3 creatures, and you get to like resurrect the creature every turn.
Uh, what's that called? It's really good, dude. It's from Brothers War, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, my deck is gutted. Like it's just gonna be terrible. Now I have to rely on spaceships to tap my Kona. Ugh, yuck. No, thank you.
We'll see, dude. We'll see if the stock on all of those when this creature becomes tapped abilities goes up.
Oh,
But I don't see it.
oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's not. It's terrible. Spacecrafts. Somebody make a spacecraft deck, because nobody's made a vehicle deck. And are spacecrafts better? I don't know.
It's left to be seen. Yeah, it's left to be seen. Maybe the lands that station. Oh, so like, I guess the question is station gonna be a good mechanic or just one that flops?
It's gonna flop. I mean, just think about it, man. You spend mana, and especially the ones that do nothing. Uh, imagine you spend mana that does nothing, then you got to tap 10 power worth of creatures over X number of turns, and then they're gonna spend 1 mana to remove it, and you just wasted all of that time and resources.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, and then
it's
like
it's commander only.
yeah, I wish it wasn't, but this is kind of the standard we're living
Nobody
in.
even plays vehicles,
Yeah, they don't.
so they're not gonna play spaceships. It's gonna be commander and limited. Like yeah, it's gonna be played in limited because they're all like flying, right? Or like you want the flyers. So just flyers alone and limited is good enough.
Yeah, man, I forget that there's a commander deck with a dinosaur. I think it's Calamax. Um, but it's like whenever he's tapped and you cast your first instant spell, you get to double or copy the spell. I really like it, so I'm looking forward to collecting the lands that have station, because that's just a non it's it is a card because it's a rectangle that goes into your deck, but it's in the land slot. So it's like something I can add without actually adding a card to take away from the deck, which I really like. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Station will strictly be a more commander thing where like we're just making huge spacecrafts and like just killing each other with them. I think that's gonna be awesome. Battle cruiser
Let me
magic.
tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to draft Edge of Eternities as much as possible, and I'm just gonna pick every single shock land. I don't even care if it's in my deck. I just want as many shock lands as I can get. That's all I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so good,
that's
so good.
that's it. All right. Well, any last words, Roger, before we go?
I'm looking forward to it. I hope everyone goes out to pre-release. If you haven't read the stories, check them out. It's a really good storyline, and yeah, looking forward to this next season of Standard. Although I do think that these sets have been coming really fast towards us, and a friend of ours told us that Gavin Verhey touched on the topic, and it's something that Wizards was experimenting with, like the flow of like kind of like when these sets were coming out and how many are coming out. So it may change next year. So then maybe there's less of them, but there's still enough so that one, the player base isn't getting bored with the meta, not only just in standard, but also their Wizards really has high stakes in limited, right? For us limited players. And when we have a limited set for too long, that's really dirtily and not really great, it does hurt those long wait times before the next set comes in. So while I do like that they're paying attention to it, I think this year was really super fast. A lot of money was thrown around just on our part as consumers. And I would like to see them space them out just a little bit, not too much, but like enough. When they find that sweet spot, it's gonna be awesome.
Hey, look who's back.
Oh man!
All right, we're just wrapping up.
Okay. See you later, guys.
All right,
Adios.
see ya. All right, Roger. Well, thanks. Our
Sure,
videos
dude.
all
And let's get
distorted
to
again.
1,000 subs.
What?
Let's get to 1,000 subs, man.
Yeah, sure. All right, man. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Peace.